Good morning once again, traders, and welcome to the part 2 of today's market outlook, where I do analysis for you. I check out trade setups, the market moves, what to expect and what not to, and the profit opportunities you have. So if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel or not yet a member of our community, so I implore you to do that as soon as possible. It's not going to take you anything anyways, and you will be the one who will stand to gain in all of this at the end, because this knowledge I am sharing here is for free. And if you have any questions at all you want to ask, you can leave it in the comment section and I'll do my best to attend to it. And if you have any specific instruments you want me to analyze for, you can also leave it in the comment section below and I'll do my best to have that analyzed for you. Let's hop onto the second recording of today's outlook, where we take a look at USD pairs, which are the major pairs, and maybe we can add a few other instruments to that recording. Okay, let's go. Starting with Euro USD. This is the 4-hour time frame. Remember, I told you that whatever happening here could be a start of the bigger correction I told you I am expecting from this move. Remember, I have been saying that. So here is the thing. Here's the thing. When this was happening yesterday, I told you that I am seeing this right here now as a correction to move back up, and we could end up having this, and we could end up having a whole lot of correction here. We don't know the shape or form it will take. No one knows, nobody knows. So we could end up having some move here that will end up as a big correction before we continue this move coming down. All right, so it has already formed a correction here. This is already a perfect flat. So the question now is, are we coming down, or are we making something here to go up some more, or are we going to correct downwards, or what are we going to do next from here? That is the big question. And the answer to that is that we don't know. I don't know what it's going to do next. Nothing is clear as it is right now. Okay, nothing is clear as it is right now. Nothing is clear. So we just have to wait. We just have to wait and see what it does next. Is it going to do this, move up, pull back here, and continue? We'll see. If it does this, pull back, we're going to buy it, because it already broke out of this and formed the correction. So we're going to buy it for a continuation of this. And who knows, the correction can take this form. We may also have turned back to go break the top. Let me show you the top. We may have also turned back to go break this top again, because remember the moves I told you about. Told you if this move is a part of this, then we may have completed it, and it's okay to move back up. But if this move right here already completed itself with this, then it means we are coming down for this, and we expect a correction before we go down further to complete this. And after that, of which, yes, we'll go back up. So which one it is doing right now, we don't know for sure. but we'll just keep an eye until everything becomes clear. So you can also see the divergence here coming out of this whole move. So what will happen is this here is where your trade might start coming. This is looking like it will break out. So you can put your entry order here, because we don't know how far this will go. If it breaks out, you might break out, do this, break out, do this, break out before we even get this pullback somewhere in the future. So this whole thing might just be your trade. So here is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this breaking out. I don't know how far this breakout will go, but I'm looking for this retracement. If it happens here, if this happens here, then I'm definitely going to buy this, and you should definitely buy this. It's not a question of if, just buy it. All right, because this move could go at least to this length. So that's your trade, that's your profit. All right, again, let me just say this out. It's a disclaimer. This is not me making trade calls for you. You can hear me say buy it, sell it, yeah, but I am not saying rely solely on what I said or what I am saying, because you might have your own way of looking at the market or looking at the chart. You might have your own style of analyzing the market, okay? And all I am doing right here is to help you in the journey, solidify what you're looking at, or give you another opinion that will make you think deeper into what you're deciding or what your biases are. That's the help I am giving to you, okay? Now that I've said that, let us continue over to GBP USD. So it pulled back like expected, okay? And the question right here is, are we coming down to break this low? Once again, is this all the correction we have? Is this all the correction we have, and are we coming down to break this low once again? Could be. It could be that when euro does this, GBP will pull back. When euro does this, to complete this move, GBP can come down to break that low, and both will still go up. I hope you can understand what I meant there. So when euro will go up, GBP can pull back. When euro will come down to complete that move, GBP can come down to break this low. All it needs to do is to break this low. Can come down to break this low, and when euro continues going up, we can also see this one start going up on its own. All right, so in other way, or in other words, just wait for this correction to come before you sell to break this low, because it's coming down, and from the 1 hour we didn't have any trade set up, unless maybe on the 15 or 5. Okay, so you can see this right here. You can see that we are most likely going to get this pullback. Okay, so when euro does break that top to come back, this one also pulls back to correct or to complete this, and when euro comes down to complete that running flat, this one will come break the low, and both will still start going up. So you can see that on the 15. Okay, so trade carefully. Let's look at NZD USD. where we still have it struggling to give us a complete clear direction of what it is doing. So this thing broke out of this, remember, and forming a correction here. Now let's take a close look at this correction. We have this move coming down, we have this sharp move going up, we have this sharp move coming down. So we have 3 sharp moves, and we got this in the middle. We're getting this coming down. This could be this. Let me clean up so you can understand. This coming down could be this. So where we have this, and we'll go back up to have this, and we'll come back down to have this. We could take this form and we'll go back up, and if all these things happen here, if all these things happen here, we might be going up some more or come down, because this becomes a correction. Most likely it will be a correction for some more down moves. So we just have to wait and see what it does. Okay, this move is already gone. This one is already gone. You missed it. Just be patient and wait for next moves. AUD USD could be forming same thing. So this one is looking more downwards. This one is looking more downwards, where it's forming this correction here. So if it forms something significant here, we can sell it. If it forms something significant there, we can of course sell it. Let's go back or go down to USD card, where we still have it doing its thing, and that's fine. Forms that correction there, broke out, broke the top. It's forming this. It looks like correction that will come down unless we see it do something like this. Correct, we can buy it, making this an impulse correction. So you have to see a 1, 2, 3 here, flag or flat if you look at it in a lower time frame, before you can consider buying it. Or can it make a very clustered pullback there? You know, it's going up. So for now, it doesn't have any direction, and we just have to keep a close eye to see if this is coming down for this, which most likely it is. Right, so all you do is, to be on a safer side, put your entry. Let's see, where will you put that entry? It broke this stop. I would put my M3 here. Put my M3 here, and this is because if it is coming down for this move, it will do this. So I'll put my M3 there, and my stop for now should be here. Alright, that is it for USD card. And remember, the move we might be coming for is this right here, this one, which is this. Okay, so bear that in mind. bear that in mind. USD JPY. Okay, we're still in this correction since yesterday and hasn't moved quite an inch. That's okay. Over here, that's fine. We are in this. Shift it aside. We're still in this move, and this can break this low. You can break this low and move back up. Okay, so wait for it. It can also break this low, make a correction. If it breaks this low, makes a correction, just sell it, or I will just sell it for this move. Yeah, I will sell it, making this the impulse, the correction, the impulse, the correction, and we are coming down. Because remember, I said it yesterday or a day before yesterday that this move will take everybody by surprise, and by the time you know it, it's already happened. So that is it. Remember, it can come down here, go back up for this move, come down here for this before it goes. It can also be that it is coming for this move we've been waiting for. It will break out here, consolidate. After it breaks this low, consolidates, and we will sell it. Those are the two things you're looking for. Let's go to USD CHF. Sorry, this one on its own is forming a correction here, so just keep your eye on it, and you can just stay away from this one, or maybe try to sell it, because this is an impulse and a correction. So this is an impulse. If this is a correction in its entirety, you will get this move going up. If not, it's looking like it will continue going down. So if this corrects itself and becomes a correction, I will put a pending order here for this. Remember this? Remember this move? Yeah. I'll put a pending order there for that. Once it comes to about this low, I will look to take profits, because it can go back up. That's it for what we are looking for on USD CHF, and we can add the rest of GBP pairs to this GBP AUD. So remember, I told you yesterday to just patiently wait for an impulse down and wait for a correction to sell. So it gave us that impulse. It's giving us this correction to come down some more before it goes. So if you see that, then you may have a trade to go for. And why are we selling it? Why do we want to sell it? This could be the start of this move coming down. Could be the start of this move coming down, and this whole thing here might just be an expanding flat and will still come down. Okay, that is one option. It could also be that this is the start of a big correction here, or a correction here, where we see this come down, start making correction in the middle, come down, does this, goes to break this top, goes to break this top. I think I should put a line there. goes to break that top. So whichever one it is, let me go back. Whichever one it is, we don't know yet, but we just have to wait. GBP card. I also told you that if this breaks this top, you should look for this move. It did. It's giving us a perfect correction, and don't miss this move. Told you this could be a correction, and after it will go break this top. All we needed to do is to break this top, this line, this top here, and after that we should anticipate for this move coming down. So it did perfectly exactly what we wanted it to do, and now we are waiting for this move to come. It did just that. Take this out, wait for this move. This is the move we are waiting for, this move. So allow it to finish whatever it is doing here. Allow it to finish whatever it is doing here, and you can sell it for this move. So I also keep an eye on this one too. GBP CHF. Okay, it doesn't seem to be coming down, and we may now be thinking about this right here. We may be thinking about this. Let's extend this, because this right here could be very complex now, where we have to complete this, go back up for this, we could go back up for that, just the way it happened. We could come back for this one here, and we could go back up for this. Before we finally get this coming down. So we could end up with this messy, very clustered correction here before we finally get this impulse coming out. Alright, so it's gradually taking another shape, and we'll keep a close eye on it and see what it does. Okay, I'll keep a close eye on it and see what it does. Take this out for now, and let's keep a close eye and monitor it. Take this out. Yeah, put it here so we gain clarity, because I don't really see this as a 1, 2, 3 correction, and this becomes this impulse, and this came down. It didn't break the low. It did 1, it did 2, and this had the bigger correction in it, and we went up. So this whole thing is messy here, and we could just be getting a 1, 2, 3 move here, which is this. Could just get this pull back and get it before we start getting this one to come. So this might be what we will end up with. So just keep an eye on it. If you trade these, just keep your eyes on it, and we'll see what it does. GBP and ZD. Alright, you didn't break the top and it's coming down. Okay, might be coming down for this move. Remember, I told you we might have this move. It might also be that this is a standalone correction on its own, and this is the top, and we just had that correction to continue. So this might go up, sell it for either this or this, which is this. Either way, remember this one had a pullback here, this pullback, and we never got anything for it again. Or can we link it to this? I say this was it. Looks odd because this whole correction in the middle happened outside of this. If you put a straight line there, let me show you. It looks very weird. This might just be my first time seeing something like this on the charts. Looks very weird. The whole correction of the B wave happened outside the frame of the whole A and C wave. Okay, so it looks very odd, really. It looks very odd. So I would just say it is not that. Or can we look at it like this? Sorry, can we look at it like this, where we'll have this correction in the middle and we didn't have a 1 2 3? Can we look at it like that? We can, but it looks very odd to me too, so I'll just leave it the way it is. Just leave it the way it is. Anyways, we're looking for either of the two moves. I'm going to go back. We're looking for either of the two moves, either this, come back, do this, or do this. Any one of them, you can take the trades and manage your trades. Okay, AUD and ZD. Okay, this one I told you to wait for this move because it is coming, and like you see now, it is going there, and after that we might get something very messy like this to come down before we continue. So this now becomes a trade. You can put your entry order here if you trade this pair and wait for it. Okay, AUDCHF still coming down. Nothing really changed because I remember I told you yesterday, if it does this breakout, forms a flag here, don't hesitate to buy it because it is going up. And that's one option. Another option is that this is a correction to come down to break the low again. So it's ended up becoming a correction and it's coming down to break the low. And that's okay. Whichever one it does, it's fine. And that will be a wrap of it for this second recording. Do take care of your trading, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do well to subscribe. Leave your likes on this video, and if you have any question or comment, don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section. I'll do my best to give a reply and give an attention to each and every one of them. All right, take care, trade with carefulness, and make some money. See you on the third recording where we talk about JPY pairs.